If the brand of your SaaS product is playful and kind, a good source of web design inspiration is the website of Dia. Dia is an AI-powered browser with unconventional features that also carries a laid-back, humorous brand. In this video, we are going to look at 7 web design ideas to steal for SaaS builders from the website of Dia. Idea number 1, consider using humor. Of course, this heavily depends on your overall brand and product and customer base, but if you can afford, consider using humor because it is a very great tool to draw attention. What we can see on the Dia browser website is that they are connecting the slogan of this product and the slogan of the website to a hero video, which is about something screaming, and then we also see a animated series of people screaming, and then a call to action button called watch the scream. Obviously this is very this draws the attention very much, and it is connected to this slogan very well. So if you do something like that, make sure that your intention is clear, because with humor things can go off track easily. Consider this hero section without this subtitle. If it was just if it just said Dia and watch the scream, obviously it would look like a horror movie or I'm not sure what, but it would deliver a completely different message. If you do use humor, make sure that it's aligned with your message well. Idea number 2, use scrollytelling. Scrollytelling is a very common and popular component and UI technique to make your user interface a little bit more interesting. So what it means is that as the user scrolls through your website, something interesting can happen. A very basic version of this is splitting up your view into 2 columns, and one column stays in place, whereas the other column scrolls with the viewport. And the first column, which stays in place and which seems static, actually reacts to what's in the viewport on the right column as well. So this gives a little bit of dynamic to your website. It will stop the user to see what's going on. It will give them a good overview as well. So it's something that's very interesting but also informative. And there are multiple versions of this, but this is one version that works really well. Idea number 3, make your call to action button appear in the top navigation bar as you scroll past the hero section. So what you want to do is to display one call to action button, one primary call to action button in your hero section, and as you scroll through it, obviously it will disappear with the hero section, but another one will appear on the top bar or in the top bar. This is again very common pattern for good reasons, because it avoids being repetitive and being boring. So you see the same call to action button only once in the viewport at a time. But you also give the option to click on the call to action button no matter where the user are currently on the website. So that's something nice. I also saw other version of this where the call to action button reappears in the final call to action section, and then it disappears from the top bar as well. So that works too. But yeah, the basic idea is just try not to be that repetitive, and also this is again a dynamic element that appears, so that draws attention too, because it changes what's on my screen. So yeah, that will draw attention too. Idea number 4, use a playful footer drag over. So what Dia does is that once I reach the end of the screen, I can scroll past the end, and you will get this blurred pixelated rainbow effect, which snaps back to its place. It's just a nice playful touch to make your website a little bit more fidgety. So that's just a small game, a small Easter egg that the user can discover. And if you place some of these all around your website, that will keep the user on the website a little bit more. Maybe they will even tell their friends. If the Easter egg is not so obvious or not so easy to discover, then they might even share it with each other. So yeah, and maybe you can replicate this on the top as well, or maybe on the sides where you have cards that slides horizontally from one edge to the other edge of the screen. You can add it there too. So yeah, it's just a really nice playful element. Idea number 5, use card pack design for your collections. These collections can be anything. They can be blog posts, they can be case studies, they can be reviews, they can be projects, anything that you have many of. In the case of Dia, they have these skills because it's an AI browser, so you can give the browser skills that you can use over and over again. And they have created collections for these skills. So we have one collection for school things, one for shopping, and so on. And the design they have went with is this card pack design, which I think is really nice. So the way it works is that obviously the first card looks like a card with rounded edges and a portrait positioning and some really nice font and layout. And then you can see some empty cards behind it, even without hovering with the cursor. But once you hover the cursor, the cards sort of they span across a little bit. You could even reveal more cards that would work well, I think, as well. And this gives, again, a very playful feel. It feels like a board game or like a digital card game or something like that. Again, it gives the urge for the user to try all cards, so you can maybe use variety, so give them different kind of hover effects that would motivate the user again to hover the cursor on each of the pack cards. It's a very easy, elegant, and nice and playful idea. Idea number 6. Make sure that your animations and transitions are aligned with your visual appearance. And what I mean by that is that, for example, if you go with a pixelated visual design that we can see here as well, then you can align the animations to also feel pixelated. So here on this hero section, on the Dia browser website, we can see these pixelated icons. And if I move the cursor around, these icons follow my cursor a little bit. But they don't just follow it like in a smooth way. They are following it, as you can see, in a very delayed, laggy way, as if they were like snapping to a grid system behind it. And that's because they are going with this pixelated design. So because the icons are looking pixelated, their animation feels pixelated too. So they are synchronized, and this gives the whole brand of this given page, this whole experience, a unified experience. So it's not just one element, the icons, but it's also the animations and the transitions. So if you can combine all these, that would create a coherent experience. By the way, if you are looking for someone to help you build, migrate, or optimize your SaaS website, check out my website at gaborpinter.com, because that's exactly what I do. I am a freelance web developer who builds, migrates, and optimizes websites for SaaS teams and SaaS builders. On my website, you can read about my reviews and services and case studies, so you might find something that you actually like and something that I can help you with. So check it out at gaborpinter.com. Idea number 7, make your release notes and changelog look exciting. So in many cases, the release logs and the changelog is for developers or for those kind of people who are technically more interested in the product. And as such, many times they are boring, but you can make this part of the website exciting too. So what Dia does here is that they came up with this postcard design where the postcard actually delivers a image, and as I scroll the element into the viewport, the postcard flips, and then I can read about the change. And they even have some attachments with some illustrations, and just overall it looks really nice. It makes me want to read about the changelogs in the past as well. And why wouldn't you get created with this part of the website too? You can, for sure. And you know, this is a postcard design, but you can come up with similar ideas. You can come up with I'm not sure, but maybe a message in a bottle kind of design, or maybe a voicemail transcript or something noir. I'm not sure, it depends on your brand, but you know, you can get creative about this too. And 2 more thoughts on the release notes of Dia. So one thing that we can see here is that they have a placeholder image. So that's something you can use as well for your blog posts too, not just for release notes. So the good thing about having a placeholder image is that it does not force you to attach one cool feature image for all blog posts, which is great because it will not hold you back, right? So the more tedious you make a blog post to be written, the harder it is, the less frequently you will do it. So if you just if you allow yourself to publish a blog post or a change release note without a featured image, that's great, because perfection should not hold you back. You just have to produce content, probably. But on the same note, on the other side of the same coin, there are some anti-patterns here that I see too, which is that the last few notes have the same title. And I think this one, the one that I'm looking at currently has the same notes as the last two. So that's actually something I would avoid. So yeah, this is the case where I would actually spend some time to come up with something more unique. But I just wanted to point it out. But overall, this is extremely well. It's one of the best designed release notes section of a website I have ever seen. So yeah, make sure to check it out because it has some really great ideas that you can use for your SaaS website too. These were several web design ideas to steal from the website of Dia for SaaS builders. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please let me know by commenting or liking this video. I publish these videos every week, so if this is something you like, make sure to follow me so you will get the future videos too. Thanks for watching. Bye.